From a Little Hatred to The Trouble with Peace by Joe Abercrombie. A Little Hatred is the first book in the second trilogy in the First Law World, and it plays 30 years after the first trilogy, which concluded with the last argument of kings and the epic revelations in that book. And it is the sequel to the 4 standalone books, which were Best Served Cold, The Heroes, Red Country, and Sharp Ends, the short story collection. So, 30 years, and the Union and the Norsemen are still fighting. There's trouble in the south, trouble in the west, and we have not only new characters, but as this trilogy is also called the Age of Madness trilogy, which is such a cool and innovative idea. Joe Abercrombie gave industrialization to the First Law world. So we have a fantasy world in which there's now textile manufacturers and steel mills, and everything's going in direction of the steam engine and the invention of gunpowder. It's at this point it's still a rumor, but it's coming, and this is a very cool idea. There's also new characters that are the children of the previous characters we know. Savine Dan Glokta, she's the daughter of Glokta. She is an investor. She makes a lot of money from these mills and manufacturers, and there's a very interesting plot line where she discovers the dark sides of industrialization. Speaking of child labor and the working poor and people, actually losing their lives in the manufactories. Then we have Crown Prince Orso. He is the son of King Giselle and Queen Therese. And he's a drunkard. He takes everything far too easy, no responsibility at all. And as you know, if you're still clear on the events in Last Argument of Kings, he has a very interesting relation to Savine Dan Glokta. Then in the north we have Rika, who is the daughter of the Dogman, and she has something that's called the Long Eye, kind of premonition. She can look into the future to some extent. This is very cool. Then we have Leo Dan Brock. He is the son of Finri, whom you might remember from the Heroes. Leo is also the grandson of this Brock guy who, he made his bid to go for the crown. He wanted to sit on the throne of the Union back in Last Argument of Kings. So he is the grandson of a traitor, which is still and often held up against him. And lastly, there's Stour Nightfall. He is the prince of the Norsemen, if you're willing. He is the son of Black Calder. So Calder and Scale actually is the king of the Norsemen, but he's a brawny guy. He has no mind for ruling, at least not in a cunning way. So that's done by Calder, by his brother. And Stour Nightfall, the great wolf, and Leo is the young lion. These are often mentioned, these titles. Star Nightfall, he is the scourge of the northern lands. He wants to conquer the protectorate of the Dogman, and the clash between him and Leo Denbrock, it's inevitable. Yeah, that's a very cool story, great moments, great character work again. The same great dark humor. It's very brutal again, but also very funny at times. Just overall, I can see no dip in quality here. Everything as it should be, with new characters and this very cool introduction of the industrialization. So that's great. I'm directly going into the next book, which is The Trouble with Peace, and I have no idea what's going to happen. But the name itself, I think it speaks volumes. I don't think there will be much peace in there too. So that was your secret audio blog again by me. All right. Bye bye. Next time. See you next time.